Walk down any street in the jungle and you can spot the rich ones instantly. The new truck, the watch, the bag with the logo you're supposed to recognize. Loud, easy to see. Here's the problem, almost none of it is real, because the cavemen who actually own the most shinies, you can't pick them out of a crowd. They drive something boring. They wear nothing you'd notice. They look for all the world exactly like you. That's not an accident, that's the habit. The loud things rich people do are visible to everyone, and most of the cavemen doing them aren't rich. They're in debt. The quiet things are the ones that actually built the pile. 7 of them. None flashy. All boring. All yours to copy. Let Og count them down. Number 7. They drive the boring car. 61% of households pulling in over $250,000 a year don't drive a luxury brand at all. They drive Toyotas, Hondas, a Ford with some miles on it, paid off, quiet. Meanwhile, the average new car payment in the jungle just hit 767 shinies a month. So picture Dave, makes half what the quiet, rich caveman makes, signing a lease for the shiny truck to look the part. But watch what Dave doesn't see. That same 767 a month, invested instead at what the market averages over a lifetime, is past 1,000,000 shinies in 30 years. The car was never the cost, the car payment was. One caveman bought the look, the other bought the million. Number 6. They never carry a balance. Nearly 3 out of 4 millionaires have never carried a credit card balance in their lives. Not once. They use the card, the points, the protection, the float, and then they kill it dead every month before it can bite back. Because the second you carry a balance, the card stops being a tool and turns into a leash. 22% a year compounding in the bank's favor. That's not borrowing. That's renting your own next paycheck back from a stranger at a markup. The quiet habit isn't cutting up the card. It's refusing to ever feed it. Unglamorous, worth more than most raises. Number 5, they live on an old salary. 1/3 of millionaires never earned 6 figures in a single working year. Read that again. 1/3 of them built the whole pile on a paycheck that never once hit 100 grand. How? The raise came, and their life didn't move. Same apartment, same car, same grocery run. The extra just quietly disappeared into the pile. Most cavemen have this backwards. It was never the income that made them rich. It was the gap, the space between what came in and what went out. And for most of the jungle, that gap is almost nothing. The typical caveman saves about 3.5% of what he takes home. 3.5%. The quiet rich just refuse to live there. That gap is the only thing that compounds. Spend the raise and the gap stays 0 forever, no matter how fat the number on the paycheck gets. Number 4, they buy the fund the experts can't beat, and then they don't touch it. Over 15 years, about 9 out of 10 professional stock pickers lose to a plain, boring index fund. And these are cavemen who get paid to beat the market. The fund just owns everything and does nothing. They lose to it anyway, 9 out of 10. The pros. Losing to autopilot. So the quiet rich don't try to pick winners. They buy the whole jungle cheap and then go do literally anything else. 8 in 10 of them ran it straight through their work retirement plan. The match, the autopilot, the thing you probably already have and ignore. The flashy move is the hot tip you brag about at the fire. The quiet move is owning everything and forgetting the password. Number 3, they started before they felt ready. The average millionaire has been investing for 28 years. Not 28 years of being rich, 28 years of putting boring money into boring funds back when the pile was small enough to feel pointless, because the engine was never the size of what you put in. It's the time. A shiny invested at 25 does the work of 3 or 4 invested at 40. Same caveman, same money. The only difference is the years it sat there compounding while he did nothing. That's the cruel, boring truth of it. The single most powerful money move there happens to be the one that's invisible for a decade. You can't post it, you can't feel it, you just have to start and wait and let the jungle do the rest. Number 2, they keep their number to themselves. Here's a distinction the jungle works very hard to blur. Income is what flows in. The paycheck, the visible stuff. Net worth is what you actually keep. They are not the same thing, and they are very often opposites. The caveman with the loud truck and the watch, you're seeing his income, or worse, his debt. You have no idea what he keeps. He might owe more than he owns and just be very good at the costume. The quiet rich don't perform the number. They don't announce it, don't wear it, don't spend it where you can see it. 79% of them got no inheritance, not a cent handed down. They had every reason to show off. They just figured out early that every shiny, spent-looking rich is a shiny that never gets to make you rich. And number 1, the quiet habit sitting underneath all the others. They stopped trying to look rich. That's it. That's the whole game. Every other habit on this list, the boring car, the dead credit card, the untouched fund, the buried number, they all fall out of one decision. They decided that being rich and looking rich were two different things, and they picked one. You only get to spend each shiny once. You can spend it convincing strangers you've made it, or you can spend it actually making it. The loud caveman picks the first one and stays exactly where he is. The quiet one picks the second and disappears into a normal car, a normal house, and a pile of shinies nobody can see. So look around the fire tonight. The ones making all the noise are usually the ones with the least. And the quietest caveman in the room? Check his driveway. It's a paid-off Toyota. So none of this is a secret. There's no trick, no hot tip, no locked door you're standing outside of. The whole list is just boring things repeated in the dark for a long time. The loud stuff is for everyone else. The quiet stuff is for you. Every corner of the jungle has a quiet game like this one running under the noise, and Og drags a fresh one into the light every single time. If Og just made the boring path look a little less boring and a little more like the one that actually works, then pull up a log and join the tribe. We're the cavemen learning to get quietly rich, one unflashy shiny at a time.